We're here. Welcome to the 4th annual SSA Championships. It's a beautiful night in August. The two teams that are going to go at it here are Rewind from the Bridgeport area, and the team that has not lost a game yet, that of course is the Young Guns. The Young Guns lost the flip. They are the visitors. Here's the lineups for the Young Guns. Brian Blackwell Jr. will lead off. Gardner Huff will bat second. Skeet Williams, the man that runs their teams, is going to bat third. He's DH. Ronnie Mack will bat fourth and play first base. Donnie Chapman will bat 5. Johnny Reese out there in right field today, number 1. Number 7 batter is Brian Sr. Blackwell. Then followed by Dave Harrell. Spoon, Weatherspoon on the mound. Sly Hoy batting 10th, and they do have 11 in the Chicago game. Jacob Elzy. Batting for the home team, run by Mickey Balestri Jr., the great team, the Rewind team, who have come back. They've lost 1 game. They must beat the Young Guns teams 2 occasions to win it all. Okay, Paulie Richards leads it off, number 29, plays second base. Johnny Doss, 13, plays short center. Jason Bernard, number 3, plays shortstop. Russ DeLude, number 22, third baseman. Mike Bolt, 46, first baseman. Mike Crowley, 11, left field. Eric Davis, number 9 in right field. Mickey Balestri, the son of the great Mick Balestri Sr. He's the captain of the team. He's the pitcher. He wears number 7. Eric Panic is the DH, number 20. And starting tonight will be Joey Duran, number 23, the catcher. And the 11th player would be the great Ryan Russ. We're here with Robbie Grassano. Robbie, comments on what they should be looking for?
It's actually been a really great A tournament all weekend, George. The Young Guns team has been hitting really well in all 5 games. As much as I'm a fan of the Rewind, I used to play on Vision.
Sure.
I think it's going to be really tough to win 2 games in a row here.
Well, here's their number 1 batter, Brian Blackwell Jr., number 11, their center fielder. Here we go, 4th annual SSA A champions. In the booth with me is Mr. Grassano, I thank him for coming in. This is George Bliss live in Carroll Stream on your softball hotline. There's a pitch, swing to center field, and he dumps it to center field. So there you go, the center fielder dumps one out to center.
He's one of the fastest kids in softball, but you have to respect the power that he has. I've seen him hit a bunch of balls this weekend that are over outfielders' heads, so you have to give him the respect. And when you do that, you got to give up a single that he just started the game off with.
Here's Gardner Huff, 95, the left fielder, man on first, Balestri on the mound. Johnny Osisco, the home plate umpire, he calls a strike. Gardner Huff takes one short, 1-1.
His best ball here is right field.
All right, so Grassano says look out for right field here. They got a major player in the booth with me. It helps. There's a ball to the right side, over to second. For the force out at second, the shortstop does cover for the force out. He didn't get it up.
No, there's no chance the way that ball was hit to be able to turn a double play. So you got to make sure that with the gloves on, you got to make sure to get 1 out.
All right, so ball to the right side for the force out at second. Here is Skeet Williams, their DH, and he kind of is the field captain. Yeah, Skeet Williams for the Young Guns.
He runs the team here.
Big player. He's hit some big balls back in the day. Let's see if he's still got the big power.
That's a great ball on the right field line.
Yeah, shot down the right field line. Here comes the runner in. Skeet with the big double. He's going for 3. The big boys go for 3. 95 scores. And Skeet Williams comes up with the big triple. He hit that perfectly.
It was perfectly landed right in fair territory. And going to the right field side, made it easy for him to get to third.
1-0 here. Wow, that's a tough ball to hit. It's hard to defend that.
Oh yeah, if the guy hits the ball right on the line, it's going to be a hit. And getting to third is huge because they only have 1 out, so you would think a smart baseball player here is going to get the run in and make it 2-0.
Yeah, nice crowd here at Carroll Stream. You like the facilities here?
This is one of the best places I've ever played softball in, and I've played in.
You played all over?
All over the place. I've been playing for 13 years. The turf infield, the nice outfield, the park itself. It's unbelievable for 16-inch softball.
That's Rob Grassano. I'm George Bliss. Here is Ronnie Mack. His father is in the Hall of Fame. Now he's the first baseman for Young Guns. They're wearing nice white jerseys, bluish hats, dark pants. Rewind wears like a coral, whatever that is, brown.
Yeah, it's like the Texas Longhorns.
Texas Longhorns, got it. Rewind came back big in the second, third place game and beat Players Inc. pretty good. So they could be tired, but they're young and they're very, very crafty.
And they've all been here before. Most of them won a national when we were on Vision in 2011.
Correct.
The first SSA national.
So they're not going to panic. I mean, they're going to come up and they're going to hit.
Oh, yeah.
But he walks Ronnie Mack, which is a huge mistake. And Pat Caputo here is telling him to concentrate. We got Pat Caputo, Hall of Famer here, kind of just semi-coaching from the backstop, Rob. I mean, you know, he does have to concentrate.
Yeah. I mean, you can't walk a guy in a big tournament like this. You know, you got to at least make the guy force himself out.
Donnie Chapman. The line drive trapped in left field. It falls in for the single.
No.
Here comes Skeet. Right, he almost trapped it. Here comes Skeet for the run. No problem. So now it's 2-0. Shot. Hard to play that defensively.
I mean, the left fielder, Mike Crowley, made a great play to keep that ball in front of him and not give up extra base hits.
Yeah, that's a tough one, but he kept it for the single.
Yeah.
So here's Johnny Reese, who is a big high ball cutter. Let's see what Reese does. Johnny Reese, pretty famous. 10 years ago, I did a story on him on my radio show. He gave the kidney to a member of his family and was out of softball for a couple months. So quite a nice young guy, Johnny Reese, wearing number 1.
It's a great ball.
There's a ball on the left. Oh, caught out there and left by Crowley. Great play there.
Great slide and catch in left
Explain
center.
that one. He came in quick on that.
Yeah, I mean, he read it right off the bat. That he was going to have a nice hard cut. He started running in, and it was a great sliding catch in left center to prevent the extra base hit and another run scoring. I
thought that was in the gap. Robbie GRASSANO here with the analysis. 2-0 here. 2 outs. Top of first. Number 10 is Brian Blackwell Sr. His son is the leadoff batter. Yeah. So you got father-son here.
Always makes it more fun when you get to play with family, George.
Yeah, well, right next to Caputo, with Joe Caputo. The Russ family's been here all day. They played father-son.
And even in this game, Mickey Balestri Sr., Mickey Balestri Jr. used
of
to
course,
play together.
Of course. Jeff Berger is the field ump. Great player in his own right.
Yeah, with the OBI team this year.
Yeah, they've had some injuries, OBI. We're talking about the major. We'll talk about that a little bit later. This is the SSA A division, which is basically, you know, most of the teams.
Oh, yeah.
Pop up to the shortstop for the third out. We'll be back with Robbie GRASSANO right after this 2-0. We're back here. 2-0, bottom of first. Home team that won the flip is Rewind. First 3 batters are going to be Paulie Richards, Johnny Doss, and Jason Bernard. And let's see what Rewind can do here.
John Doss, his dad is the coach of the OBI team.
Absolutely, a lifelong friend of my family from Forest Park. So, you know, Richards has been a really great player for this team. He's a lefty, very fast. Let's see what he can do here.
He's been around the game for a long time, George. He's played on a bunch of different teams. He made his way to these guys. It looks like he's having a lot of fun playing with them.
Yeah, he's playing second base. He's making some good plays as a lefty second baseman, which is kind of interesting. There's a cut to the left side, or what we call kind of a soft dump. It goes into the audience here. We're at McCausling Park, which is, Robbie, about 30 miles straight west of beautiful downtown Chicago. Yes. And there's 4 diamonds here, and it's turf, beautiful lights, the whole 9 yards.
Yeah, this is one of the best fields to play in. You bring the family out. They have 3 different little playgrounds for them to play in. There's a miniature golf course right outside the parking lot. There's everything you want to do here, George.
You got it. So Spoon on the mound. Spoon, been around the game a long time. Spoon, Weatherspoon. Here's a ground ball to the pitcher. Spoon stumbles, and the speed of Richards made that one happen. So ground ball, 1 bouncer off the tip of the glove of the pitcher. So Paulie is on with an infield hit. Here is Johnny Doss, number 13. He's a righty.
As a lefty in softball, you get that extra 2 steps, George, and that's the reason that Spoon, the pitcher, was a little shaky, because he knew the guy could run out of the box, and he missed the ball. Many
of the lefties go that way. Just here's a ball down the right field line by Doss, and in comes Johnny Reese. Oh, he almost gets it. It does foul territory, but the Johnny Reese came in quickly there. It wasn't fair play, but it did bound out of bounds. So
John Doss gets another chance here.
Yep. Now, the pitcher should not pitch him outside now. Should try to cross him up a little bit, no? So he can hit it to the middle of the infield?
Yeah, I would think that you're going to try and pitch him on the inside of the plate and make him hit to the middle of the diamond, so you
That's
can
where your
try
strength
and turn
is,
a
in the middle.
play.
Right. John Doss here, 2-0. Man on first. Leadoff guy got out for Rewind here at the SSA A tournament. There's a deep ball, 1-1. Johnny O'Sisco behind the plate. As I mentioned earlier, Jeff Berger. Swinging the ball to the right side through the legs, and he's out. Oh, very close play. Force out. Fielder's choice. Jeff Berger was right on it as an out. Didn't hit it with too much authority.
No, it was a really nice play by a second baseman to stay focused while the runner was crossing in front of him and be able to get the force out at second and keep a runner out of scoring position.
Jason Bernard here. What do you know about good old Jason, their shortstop?
He lived in California for a bunch, and his older brother actually runs the package softball team that was playing out here in the SSA Nationals. I think they finished 8th or 9th.
Great. See, without Grassano, I wouldn't know this, so my new sidekick is doing a good job. Jason Bernard, shortstop. Traveled back in, goes out to California, comes back, can't get away from the 16-inch game.
No, it's hard to leave it. Once you fall in love with it, it's hard to stop playing.
That's for sure.
You see guys out here still that are playing in their late 40s.
Ground ball to short, another force at second. Throw to first, late. So another force play from shortstop to the short center. So 2 outs, didn't hit that ball very well.
No, he's hit the complete top of the ball. It was a 2-hopper to shortstop, and they were able to get 1. His speed prevented it from being a double play.
Yeah, very quickly explain that you got to hit the middle of the ball. It's a 16-inch ball. People forget it. If you hit the top, you're going to get overspin and you're done, right?
Oh yeah, it's going to be a ground ball right. And out here with the turf infields, you're going to get all true hops. There's not going to be many errors.
You have to hit the ball perfect in 16 inch.
Yeah.
It's not that easy. Everybody thinks, oh, it's simple. Try doing it. The center of gravity is lower.
Everybody thinks that don't play at all. They throw it underhand. It's so big.
Oh, yeah. Try it. Russ Delude. Big Russ Delude. There's a shot. Oh, off the glove with Spoon, and the second baseman does gather it up. So it's an infield hit. A shot to the left of Spoon, went off the tip of his glove, rolled out the second, and he's safe. So that's another infield hit. I believe this is Mike Bolt. Yeah, Mike Bolt, 46.
He played on Brick for the last couple years, and he just joined Rewind for this weekend.
Yeah, great team, Brick. You know, they're going major this year.
Yeah. So it's a big spot for a new addition to the team, first and second with 2 outs in the first inning.
He goes to the right side, foul. Crazy, noisy crowd here at McCausling Park and Carroll Stream. George Bliss here on your internet softball hotline. And this year we're bringing it to you on YouTube, so you can hear the whole game 20 years from now, God willing, Mr. G. Okay, Robbie, here we go. Spoon. Not much of a technique pitcher, just kind of puts it over the plate.
Yeah. From the years I've been playing and watching, I haven't seen him pitch very much, but watching him this year, he's turned into a pretty good pitcher.
Yep.
Fields his position really well.
There's just a 1-hopper to Spoon for the out, 2-0. We go to the top of the second. We'll be back right after this.
Davis really
we are in the second inning. Top of second, 2-0. Big lefty up right now.
Dave.
This is big Dave Harrell. Yeah, their catcher, number 2-2. Big Dave catching, going to be followed by Spoon, 56, their pitcher. So let's see what Big Dave Harrell can do for the Young Guns. Swing to deep right field, but the right fielder out there, I believe, is that Davis?
That's Eric Davis.
Eric Davis has got it for the first out. Here's Spoon.
Eric Davis, another softball lifer. His dad.
Yeah, Red Davis.
Red Davis out of Broadview.
You got it. Absolutely.
There's a pitcher, Spoon.
Yep, this is Spoon, 56. I like their uniforms. They're nice and clean. Look like a softball team. The Young Guns. 2-0.
It usually stays clean when you don't have to play too many games. You stay in the winter.
And you're not sliding too much, right? 3-0. So he does not want to lose this guy.
No, especially with nobody on base and 1 out, the bottom of the order. You want to try and make them force their way on base by getting a hit.
Absolutely. He gets a strike in, 3-1. Balestri delivers. Ooh, and it's outside by a lot. That's a ball.
Yeah.
So Spoon on first base.
And you can see by the look on Mickey Balestri's face, he wasn't too happy with the pitch.
He cannot be happy with his performance so far.
No.
But he's got to come back and calm down. He's got his father here on the sideline, his Hall of Famer, and Pat Caputo, and a bunch of good guys here. Here's Sly Hoey, H-O-E-Y. He is their number 7, and is their second baseman. Here's Sly. Let's see if Sly can get Spoon over. There's a shot to left field for the hit. And Spoon's going to try to go to third. He's going to third. Oh, and they missed the cut there. And they could have had him there, but he made it to third, which you don't want to do. But he was out. He had a good jump, Spoon. They threw it to third. It skipped over the third baseman's glove. So now advanced base there, Robbie. That's not good, second and third.
No, it looked like there was some miscommunication between a shortstop and a third baseman, and allowed the ball to get past the third baseman and not have a chance.
That could be a killer. That could be a killer. This is Jacob Elzy. Jacob Elzy, their shortstop. You just, you got to cut down on the mistakes in softball.
In gloves, when you put the gloves on, every run is a premium.
Yeah, it's hard,
so
hard to score.
If you can cut down runs, it saves you every single time.
Okay, no outs, 2 men on, just a single knocking 2. And there's the single by their 11 hitter. There's 2 runs. There's Spoon. No, actually they hold the guy at third, so they play conservative. They play conservative, young guns do. He hit the ball hard and got out there quickly. It's 3-0. Here's the top of the order, Brian Blackwell Jr. First and third.
That's a real smart decision to hold the guy at third, because you got the top of the order coming up, which typically are your best hitters.
Very good point. Thank you for that. Yes.
You don't want to get somebody thrown out at home when you got some of your best hitters on the team.
No need, right? No need.
Not with less than 2 outs.
Right. Throw to first. In softball, you can throw to first. It's kind of a free pickoff move, so to speak. And the ball got away from the first baseman, but you cannot advance. Kind of a good rule because it is a slow pitch. It gives a little bit of an edge more to the pitcher.
Yeah, I mean, when you play slow pitch 16-inch softball, the pitchers don't have many advantages.
And that's one of them.
Yeah, so you can't take that away from them. You got to give them something.
So you got to give them a chance to get the guys off base.
Yeah.
There's a ball to right field, high and deep. Oh no! Off the glove of Davis. He had it and he missed it. He might have lost it. I don't know, Robbie. Here's a run here. And here's another run coming in. And a home run. And almost overran each other. So there is an inside the park home run where Davis in right field had it. He had it. And I'm going to just say he lost it in the lights. I haven't played at this level.
I don't know.
Last second, it went off the tip of his glove for the home run.
It looked like he had a good beat on it. It looked like it was just going to be a sacrifice fly. It went off his glove. And then Brian Blackwell Jr. is one of the fastest kids
in the whole world. And you know how good the Davis family is. They're not going to make stupid mistakes.
No.
I'm going to say that he lost it just for a second.
Yeah.
And these incredibly bright lights here. So now it's 6-0. Game getting away. It's still early though. It's still 16-inch softball.
Rewind needs to try and cut off it here and come and get some runs in the bottom.
Come with 2 and then 2, right?
Yeah.
Robbie Grassano here with the analysis. This is Gardner Huff with 1 out, and he hits a pop-up. Oh, just out of play. As the third baseman goes over the fence, misses it.
It was a great try by him to try and jump over the fence and catch that ball.
I think that's the great Russ Delude there. I mean, any kind of a play now gets you back in the game. Grab a ball, grab a liner, grab one off the fence.
You got to try and get the momentum back after that home run any way you can.
Absolutely.
It's a big thing in 16-inch softball is which team has the momentum and has the high, the energy.
Yes, and then the defense takes over. There's a shot to straightaway center field. Ryan Russ with the basket catch. So that would be 2 outs. And that ball was deep.
Yeah.
Now the wind has shifted, Robbie. The wind has just shifted. Gentle breeze going out. Makes a difference, yes?
Oh, definitely. Anytime the wind starts to move, it definitely helps that ball fly a little bit further than it normally would.
Here's number 6. Is this a pinch hitter, I believe?
Pinch hitter. It's Damaso.
Yeah, Munoz. So Munoz pinch hitting, 6. Munoz. Right here we got the lineup here. Grassano knows all these players, so it's helping a lot.
He's pinch hitting for SKEET, the DH.
Right, and that was nice of SKEET to give the kid a shot. We know SKEET can hit, we know that.
Yeah. One of the best hitters in softball.
Very strong, very smooth.
I know he's dealt with some knee problems this year, so maybe he's giving one of the young kids on the team a chance to play in a big-time tournament.
Fly ball to center for the third out. We'll be back right after this. Young Guns in the lead, 6-0. Bottom of second inning, 6-0. Young Guns in control. Crowley batting. They need a bunch. Hopefully they can maybe, make the game close. The fans really don't enjoy those big blowouts, but you never know. It's still second inning, and Rewind is a tremendous team for Bridgeport, led by Mickey Balestri Jr. This is, of course, Crowley, their great left fielder, and he starts off with a ground ball to short. Great play with the shortstop. Throws in the dirt, so he's safe. There's an error there on the throw. The throw was in the dirt. First baseman could not handle that throw. That would be Ronnie Mack over there. So man on first, that's a start. This is Eric Davis. Eric Davis had that unfortunate dropped ball in the last half inning where they scored a 3-run inside the park home run. That was Brian Blackwell that hit that ball way to right. Way up in the air, and apparently I think Eric lost it for a second in the lights. It can happen because the Davis family is a very, very fine defensive family. Just bad luck. All right, now it's 2-0 here. Spoon pitching quickly. There's a liner to the shortstop. Back to first. Double play! Gunned down at first base. Nailed him off first base. Shortstop. Incredible play there. Wow, that was a great one. Line drive to the shortstop. Swooned it over to first base for the out. That was Jacob Elzy over to Mack. Elzy over to Mack. Mack with a great touch there. So quick 2 outs now. Here's Balestri. Wow, that hurt. That was a great play by the Young Guns. Young Guns are looking tremendous tonight. But I say it over and over again, there's a long way to go here at Carroll Stream in the SSA A Nationals. It's a beautiful August night here, 2014. All weekend, some incredible games. Great teams, great players. And there's a walk to Balestri. So Balestri, the pitcher, coaxes a walk from Spoon, 56, their pitcher. So pitcher to pitcher, not working out that time as Balestri makes it to first base. This would be Eric Panic. He wears number 20. He is their designated hitter. Panic takes a strike.
Come on. I'm talking you up on this thing.
2 outs here on the double play. Ground ball to the short center, bobbles it, and it's an infield error hit. So Panic with the squib. First and second, Robbie, while you stepped away for a second, an incredible double play was pulled off. Line shot to the shortstop, doubled off the guy in first, can't get doubled off. No. Shortstop made a great throw over to Mack, to Ronnie Mack.
Eric Panic, who just got on with a base hit, his dad's also, he played on the great lettuce teams from the 1990s.
Yes, and his mother is a famous police officer in Chicago. Oh, Brian Panic, and oh my God, what a guy he was. Played hockey at Notre Dame.
That's what you see in a lot of softball world, George, the softball kids who grow up around the game, like myself, ground ball to shortstop.
Yeah, that was Joe Duran for the 4th out. We'll be back with Robbie Grassano, George Bliss, right after this. Still 6-0. We're back here with Rob Grassano. The top of third, Ronnie Mack, who made the great tag at first base to double up the rewind player. They're in control. Robbie, Guns are in control right now.
Yeah, winning up 6-0, coming to the 3rd inning. They have all the momentum. If they add a couple runs here,
it's going to be tough.
It puts a lot of pressure on the other team to answer them in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
By this way, this year, there's a swing by Mack, and it's a shot to center field for the hard single. Wow, he blasted that one.
Yeah, that left the infield in about 2 seconds, George.
Now, speaking of travel and fast teams, Windy City is going to Des Moines, Iowa for the Major Nationals later this month.
Yeah, it's Labor Day weekend in Urbandale. It's my first time playing with Windy City. I'm loving it. Our manager, Pat Caputo, he asked me to come along. He's one of the nicest guys.
Well, you guys did win it last year. You're the reigning champs of SSA Major, so this is your first year at the major level. I wish you the best. There's a ground ball to the third baseman. Third baseman there, Dulude, can't handle that right off his glove. So you got gloves, and it's not happening for him. So that was, of course, Donnie Chapman. Here's Johnny Reese.
And with the gloves on, George, those are plays that are usually made.
Yeah, you got to get those. What's your normal position?
For Windy City, I catch or EH. I play short center a little bit.
Okay, all right. You're basically a hitter.
Yeah, I'm there to hit.
All right. Johnny Reese here, another great hitter, wearing number 1, playing right field tonight for the Guns. Sun totally down here in Chicago, Central Standard Time. It's about 9 o'clock roughly Central Standard Time, just to document the broadcast. And it's beautiful, about 68 degrees. Oh, there's a shot to center field. Oh, and Ryan Russ, quickly comes in to grab that ball. That was a great catch there.
That was an unbelievable catch in left center. Right off the bat, George, I thought it was going to be in a gap for at least a double. Ryan Russ made a, as fast as
man, did he come in quick on that.
Great play out there. And that's huge for them, being down 6 runs already. You don't want to give up any more runs.
Here's Brian Blackwell Sr. His son had that big inside the park home run earlier. His son leads off. His dad bats 7th. So 1-7 combination. Ground ball off the foot of Mickey Gillespie Jr. It trickles into right field, and in comes Mack. So right off Gillespie's foot, I believe, it bounced over the second baseman's glove. They can't catch a break, Rob.
No, in the Nationals, George, the rules are a little bit different for pitchers. They got to keep their 1 foot on the mound, and I think that was the big reason it affected Mick Gillespie Jr. there. The ball was hit really hard off the bat. He wasn't able to get back enough.
Very good analysis. So yeah, he's a little shorter than he normally would be.
Yeah.
Here's Harrell, catcher Dave Harrell. 7-zip. Boy, that's a bad number. 7-0, you know.
All right, make sure you say rewind is done.
There's a long, high, lazy fly to right. Davis catches this one. In comes the sacrifice run, which is exactly what you got to do there. Number 2 crosses the plate.
That's smart baseball, smart softball. Every run at this point is huge.
8-0. Robbie, 8-0. Here's Spoon, the pitcher.
Talking from a player standpoint, when you're down 7 runs, they score that 8th run, it feels like they're up 15-0.
Yeah, exactly. You know you've been on both ends of that.
Yes, I have.
There's a ball down the right field line. Foul. Tried to, what they call kind of a push, Robbie.
Yeah.
For the fans, just real quickly here, listening all over the world, the push is what in 16-inch softball?
When you're a right-handed hitter, instead of taking what is a full swing, you go to the right field line, you take kind of a half swing, and it's just enough to get over the infield so you get a base hit or a double, depending on how deep the right fielder's playing.
And you're trying to basically push it over the infield.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, Spoon, 2 outs, 8-0. Johnny Reese on third, representing run number 9 if he crosses. Nice crowd behind us here in the broadcast booth, having a lot of fun. That's a ball. Quick throw back to third. Nothing happening there. Again, it's a free throw from the catcher or the pitcher to try to catch a guy off the base. Give a little advantage to the team on the field.
Makes the runner think a little bit instead of taking too big of a lead.
Right. There's a slap down to Balestri on the second bounce, and he's out for the 3rd out. We'll be back as Young Guns dominate here, 8-0. We get into the bottom of the 3rd inning here. Ryan Russ, their number 11 guy, great defensive, Robbie. They need a ton.
Yeah, they need to answer back this inning with at least a couple. And there's a great start there with a base hit to left center by their 11 hitter. And in 16-inch softball, you don't expect your 11 hitters to get too many hits. So when they do, it's really huge because now you get to the top of the order clean.
It's a birthday present, yeah. Okay, here's the top. And, you know, they got to rip off a couple here to get back in here. Paulie Richards, number 29. Ryan Russ, very fast at first.
You don't want to make it easy on the other team. You want to try and score 2, 3, 4 runs here and start making the defense start to work a little bit.
Absolutely. Get aggressive and start running the bases. 4 diamonds going here. They got some recreational play going on here as well. Some 12-inch across the way, which nobody in Chicago plays that has any brains. We're a 16-inch network. There's no 2 ways about it. Greatest game in America, 16-inch softball.
I agree with that.
There's a shot to center. And it's safe. Cisco calls the ball trapped and not caught. And I think he slipped on the grass of the so. 1st and 3rd, as they say. They got it going.
That's the speed I'm talking about out of Ryan Russ. There was a missed fly ball in center. Brian Blackwell tried to make a great play, went off his glove, and Ryan was able to go from 1st to 3rd, which not a lot of guys can do.
Here's Panic. Game moves quickly here in Chicago, Robbie. They don't wait. They get up and they swing.
You'll still take him if he said it.
The best strategy that I like to take is you want to be aggressive. You want to swing at the first good strike you get to look at.
Let's see what Panic can do. There's a single, so there you go. There's Rerun's first run. Russ scores. And the play at third, he's safe. So nice leg double, we call it. So second and third now out, and Russ scores, so he's ready to go.
Now they're starting to get something going here. They have second and third with nobody out. They have their number 3 hitter, Jason Bernard, coming up. They got the head of the order coming.
Let's see. They call timeout. It's not a bad idea.
Now you try and slow the momentum down of the offensive team who just got 3 hits in a row. They're starting to yell and get a bunch of energy going, try and slow the pace of the game down. You see that in a lot of different sports nowadays.
You know where you see it more than anything now? Hockey. They're starting to call time because they play so hard and there's so many injuries and it's so fast, the ice. The skies are so good now, you have to slow it down. Okay, here's, as you mentioned,
so shortstop Jason Bernard.
Bernard, yeah. One-on-one, 8-1, third inning. Mini rally here for Rewind. They are the home team. They won the flip early in the game here.
And if they can make the game a little closer, being the home team's a huge advantage.
Ground ball in the center field for the hit. So here comes run 2. Oh, they got a guy stuck in a pickle, and they're going to throw him out. He's out at first. The run scores, though. There was a run down there, and the Rewind player scored. That would be 13, of course, that came in. It was John Doss. So in the rundown, they conceded. They didn't throw home, and sure enough, the run scored. So there was 2 there.
With the big lead that they had, you know, as a defensive player, you're thinking, you know, we're up, even with those 2 runs, we're up 5 runs. We need to try and get it for sure out here. So let's just get the guy that's caught in the pickle, and we'll get 1 out and start over again.
You got it. Mikey Marola, the official scorekeeper to our right. He's got the scoreboard correct, 8-3, third inning. 1 out. Bases are clear at this point. Russ Delude, I know he's a big bomber.
Yeah, he's a really good ball to left center. He had a home run in the game against Players Inc.,
which really helped him out.
That was huge for them.
Delude's, no, I thought he was going to swing at that one. 3-1. That looked good to me. I could never be an ump, Robbie. Oh boy, and Spoon walks him. He walks their big 4 hitter because, you know, you just got to pitch these guys and let your defense take over. Mike Bolt, ex-brick player now.
Ex-brick player, especially with the gloves, George. You don't want to walk anybody. It's, from a player standpoint, it's a lot harder to get a hit when the other 11 players on the field have gloves on. So you don't want to give anybody a free pass. They always come back to bite you in the behind.
You know that. Ball down the right field line. Foul. Johnny Reese rushes over, but it falls in front of him in foul territory. You know, a home run here, it's 8-5. Bolt can do it, and that's a softball game.
Yeah, if they can scratch together 1 or 2 more runs here, now if you're the young guns, you get back on your heels a little bit, and you know that it's not as easy as you thought it was half an inning ago.
Fly ball to straightaway center. Center fielder, number 11, Brian, brings it in, no problem. Second out. Mike Crowley, left fielder. Let's see what Mike can do here. Got a guy at first base, Delude, who walked. They got to get Delude in, cut it in half then, 8-4.
Mike Crowley, he was one of the 3 All-Star players this weekend for the Rewind guys. He played in the All-Star game Thursday night out here at MCCAUSLING Park in Carroll Stream. So we'll see if he can step up big at the plate here.
There's a long shot to left. Deep.
Deep fly to left, and it's run down.
It's caught. So 8-3. We'll be back right after this. Top of 4th inning, McCausland Park, 2014 SSA A Championships. This is Sly Hoey, number 7, second baseman. For the Young Guns, they are leading 8-3. In the booth with me is Robbie Grassano from the Great Windy City team. There's a ground ball. Backhanded short. Throw to first. Safe. Jeff Berger out there calls him safe. Just couldn't get it out of the glove, Robbie.
No, that was a nice play by Jason Bernard. He moved to his right in the hole, like a Derek Jeter type play in the MLB. He just wasn't able to get enough mustard on his throw to throw the guy out.
Jacob Elzy, their shortstop, batting now. It's a timeout called. Are they going to pinch run here? No, they're just calling timeout. Slow it down a little bit.
Yeah, it looks like their third base coach was telling Jacob what he wants him to try and do here.
Yeah, explain to the audience what probably he told him.
You know, when you're up 5 and it's a national tournament, a leadoff hit, you want to try and get a ground ball or a fly ball to the right side of the infield to make sure that you can get that guy to at least second base in the scoring position.
Well, that was kind of a wasted swing. He almost doubled him off at first, but a nice line drive to left field. Left fielder had no problem instead of hitting it to the right side. So maybe a wasted bat, Robbie. What do you think?
Yeah, I think, like I was saying earlier, every run in a glove tournament is very big.
Crucial, yeah.
Crucial, and
8-3.
you want to try and get them guys in scoring position any chance you have.
Brian Blackwell could be an MVP candidate. There's a swing. Ground ball to Balestri at second for the out. He tried to chop it through the middle. Balestri had the glove up high off the AstroTurf. So 2 outs. Not a very good at-bat that time for Brian, but he had a great at-bat last time up with the inside the park home run.
Yeah, I would think that after hitting that ball so far, he wouldn't have went with the chop. He would have tried to hit another line drive in a gap somewhere, but...
Yeah, well, you know, he's getting to the game. He's there. Gardner Huff with a 5-run lead. 2 outs. He's their left fielder. He swings to the right center. There's Davis, I believe. Yeah. Out number 3. We'll be back right after this. Still, the Young Guns lead 8-3. We're back here at Carroll Stream, bottom of 4th inning. Eric Davis up with Robbie Grassano. And again, let's see if Rewind can build the base here.
Yeah, they seem like they have the momentum after getting 3 runs in the last inning, getting a 0 out of the Young Guns. Ground ball is short.
For the out to Mac.
Nice play. He was able to throw Eric Davis out for the first out of the 4th inning.
Ellsby to Mac for first out. There's Mickey Balestri Jr., the pitcher. Very positive guy. Very up, great young player. Got a long way to go. He's going to a lot of nationals before it's all said and done.
Yes, he is. That's actually my older cousin. I've played with him, growing up until I moved up to the major level. That was a first strike to Mickey. We'll see if he can get something going here for the Rewind team.
Spoon on the mound, 56. Balestri swings. Ground ball to short on the AstroTurf. To Mac. He grabs it out of the dirt for the second out there. Nice play by Mac.
That's one of the big advantages of having a glove in the Nationals, that you're able to make plays like that you normally wouldn't be able to make, George.
Eric Panic now, number 20. I believe they have 2 outs. Yep, they're going to put it up on the board. 8-3.
Here comes our extra hitter.
Does Eric play defense on occasion?
Yeah, he's usually normally a right fielder, but with the Rewind team, they have 3 really good outfielders. So
he's DHing.
Yeah. You got to find any way you can to get a good hitter in the lineup.
You're telling me. The DH is a great rule. I mean, I don't know why the major leagues, the National League, doesn't adapt. It's just more offense. It's fun. The National League is so boring when they keep changing the pitcher and bunting. Oh my goodness!
It's more fun for the fans too.
Ground ball.
Play to Jacob at short. He's able to throw him
up. 3 up, 3 down. We'll be right back after this. Young Guns are still leading 8-3. Okay, we go to the top of the 5th. And this is going to be Munoz, number 6, batting again. I believe then Skeet is out of the game, I believe.
Yeah, in softball you get a re-entry rule, but if you get taken out twice, then you're out for the game.
It's a nice rule. Nice rule. So this is D. Munoz, number 6, batting for Skeet, their field captain. This is his second at bat. Therefore, Skeet is out of the game. And of course, the umpires note that in their booklet.
Yeah. The umpires take note, the scorekeeper takes note, the other team has to keep track of it.
All of the above, yeah. Fly ball to the left. Caught out there in left field for the first out. So the pinch hitter Munoz, who's going to probably stay as the DH for the first out. Here is, I believe, Ronnie Mack. Playing a great first base so far. Ronnie Mack, number 41.
Seems like the hitting slowed down a little bit after the second inning, George.
Yep. Both sides.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, these guys have been playing since Friday night. I mean, it isn't that easy. You play multiple games a day. Plus, you got a great job ground ball by Mack to short. And over to first for out number 2. Here's another hitter, I think, for REESE. Let's see. No, this is Donnie Chapman. I'm sorry. Donnie Chapman, who's normal in the order. Chapman, their third baseman. So the pinch hitter for Skeet Williams made an out. Munoz, Ronnie Mack with the ground out, and now Donnie Chapman here with Robbie Grassano.
His nickname's Tank.
Tank.
That's what I heard a lot of the young gun guys calling him.
Ah, this is the Tank that I heard so much about.
Line drive to left field. Nice sliding catch by Mike Crowley.
Wow, 3 out, 3 down, 3 shots. We go to the next half inning. Robbie Grassano, George Bliss, softball hotline. All over the world here. The greatest game in America. We'll be back right after this. Here we go. We're having fun in the broadcast booth. It would be the bottom of the 5th. Robbie Grassano, and they need something here, 8-3. This is, of course, the great Joe Duran. Joe hits a long fly to left field.
It's over to left field.
So look at him lumbering the second, and he's going to hold that second. He's not very fast, but he hit that ball hard.
No, and Joe Duran's actually one of my good friends. I work with him. He has to have foot surgery as soon as the season's over, so him getting the second there is actually a big thing. And now they're
going to pitch run here. Number 4,
Raul
Solario.
Which is Joe Duran's cousin.
Okay, so cousin running. Here's a great young player, Russ. Ryan Russ.
Works for the Forest Park District. He gets all the fields ready to go for the big Gold Glove Nationals.
Huh? Wow.
Unbelievable.
Works for the great Pike Cars and the Buckley boys. Forest Park still the capital in my mind, although Carroll Stream's a very, very fine facility.
Forest Park is the place to be for the no-glove tournaments.
You know it. Nice ball by Duran. Hit it hard. No, Rosario running for him. So I'm sorry, check that. Solario. Well, let's see what Russ can do here. Strike. Johnny O. Cisco, the umpire. Played for the Gamblers years ago. Jeff Berger out there by the bases. There's a trap at second and a quick one hopper and one out to Max. So Russ, he doesn't get him to third. So Grassano, he hit the ball to second base a little bit too much velocity.
Yeah,
couldn't take a chance to get thrown out.
He hit the ball a little harder than he wanted to. I don't know if he was going for just a sacrifice or for a hit, but he hit the ball harder than he wanted to try and get the runner over from third.
Couldn't get him over. Holly Richards.
Now it's up to the top of the order to get the job done.
Yep. Bottom of 5. They got 8 outs. They got 8 opportunities. There's the ball to left center. Caught out there on left and does not advance the runner. Now I think you got to hit the ball a little deeper than that, Robbie.
Or, you know, as a lefty, you try and go to the right side there and make it a little harder to throw the guy out running from second to third.
Johnny Doss leaves it up to Johnny. Johnny needs to do something here. Yep, they're down to 7 bullets. 5th inning. It's a 7-inning game in softball, not 9. It is a 7-inning game in most softball all over the world.
Just a big out for the young guns here to try and get out with no runs and get through the middle of the order with nobody on base with rewind.
Plus you're going downhill after this. Ooh, there's a strike. Good pitch there by Spoon.
2 balls and 1 strike.
2 and 1. 56 on the mound. Number 5'6". White uniform, blue pants. The Spoon man. Ground ball to second base. Takes it on one knee. Out at first. Throws home. Double play. Second base runner tried to come in from second. They doubled him off. Not a smart play. Took him right out. Young Guns finished that second play.
I actually think they only needed one out there, George. I don't know what they called him out at first or
Jeff,
not.
that is right. Yeah, correct. So either way, they made the third out here. We'll explain the next half inning. I'm here with GRASSANO and Bliss. 8-3. We'll be back right after this. We're back here at Carroll Stream. Johnny Reese. By the way, the last half inning, the third out was made at first base, and we were a little confused there as the guy ran home. There's a shot by Reese into left. The hard cut. Reese is going to go for two. Nope. Yep, he just made that play happen himself. Overthrow at first base and Reese to third. Now let me go over it again. Johnny Reese gets a hard cut to left field. He grabs it on one bounce. Reese makes a big turn, Robbie, at first base. They throw behind him. Bad idea. The ball gets away and he gets all the way to third.
It looked like the left fielder, Mike Crowley, was trying to sucker in John Reese and going back to first base, but John Reese read it really well, and right off the throw he went to second, and he was able to get to third because it was thrown past the first baseman.
Exactly. It's ground ball to the infield for the out, and Reese scores, though. So that was Brian Blackwell Sr., who basically just tapped the ball to the infield, and in came Reese on the fielder's choice.
Yeah, it's a really smart baseball move just to get another run and make it that much harder for Rewind to come back and win the game in the last 2 innings.
Well stated. Rob GRASSANO, Windy City player, and has won an A championship with a team called Vision a few years ago. Great young star in Chicago and looking for his first major title this year. So wish him the best. Here's the next player. Of course, this is Davey Harrell. Fly ball to right for the out. That's obviously our good man out there in right field. That's Eric Davis.
Whose brother also plays on the Windy City softball team.
Yeah, that would be Brian Davis. Yes, who's a major star lefty. Played football at Riverside, I think, high school.
He played college baseball at Illinois State.
That's right.
St. Francis.
Yep. Here's Spoon Weatherspoon. Little redundant there. 56, the pitcher. 9-3, pitching well. Hasn't walked anybody. That's a big difference. There's a ball down the right field line for the hit. Nice hit. Spoon's going to go for double. Leg out double. Throw to second. He's up. Standing up, boy. They are executing what you would say very well.
Yeah. They're definitely looking like they're the better team of the game right now.
And they are the top of the 6. So Rewind will have 2 innings to try to make a big comeback here. Sly Hoey, second baseman. They've only made one change where Munoz is batted. He's in the game now. By the way, Skeet can come back in. He's batted twice. Skeet only went out 1 time. So we want to explain that to you, the re-entry rule. Very interesting rule. 2 outs. 1 in. Man on second. That's Spoon with the leg double.
This is big for Rewind to try and get this out and give themselves a chance for the next 2 innings.
High pop up to short right field. Second baseman's going back. Oh, makes a great play there. We go to the next half inning. 9-3. Rewind needs a few. We move to bottom of 6. Rewind needs a couple to get back in this game. Robbie GRASSANO, George Bliss, softball hotline. Everybody here: Anthony Tyler, Sal Malazzo, Pat Caputo. I mean, the whole crew is here. Georgie Vaznoros, Denny Lawler, just to name a few SSA staff members.
The SSA always puts on a great tournament. This is their 4th A National.
That's correct.
This is going to be their 4th Major National later this month in Urbandale, Iowa.
Which is near Des Moines for our listeners. There's a shot to right center. Oh, that's in there. That's in the gap.
Jay Bernard.
Jay Bernard all the way to third. And they're going to send him. And he does score the home run. So an inside the park home run for Jay Bernard. 9-4. Shot there, Robbie. Great shot by Bernard.
That was a great ball to start off the inning. Nice line drive to right center. The center fielder wasn't able to cut it off, and with Jay Bernard's speed, he was able to start off the inning with a home run and get him a little bit closer.
When he came around third, he says, "I'm going." Now, normally you don't send him, but he did make it with about 2 feet to spare.
Now you can't let that be the rally killer like they always say.
Here's Delude. Delude with a shot. That's in the gap. Let's see if, oh no, he rounds first. That was 22, that was Russ Delude. The nice shot. Here's Mike Bolt. So we got 9-4. Opening home run here by Jason Bernard. And here's Bolt.
Looks like Rewind trying to put together a little comeback here in the bottom of the 6th inning.
And by having the home field, you know, score 3-4 here, and then you got the last inning to go with it. There's a ball to the right field line. Foul ball by about 4 feet. Johnny Reese runs it down. Good shot there by Bolt.
That was a great idea by Mike Bolt, the first baseman of Rewind. Just hit a little bit too much foul. It's only 1 strike though, so if he wants to try and go back at that line again, it'll be okay without striking out.
Let's see where Johnny Reese positions himself now. Johnny Reese being the right fielder for the Young Guns. He's in a little bit tighter, a little bit, and he's bringing himself in. So if he can beat him over his head, that would be something at this point. There's a shot to right field. Right at Reese. A line shot at Reese. Reese played it perfectly. That was a good play there, Grassano.
Yeah, it looked like Mike Bolt was trying to go more towards the gap after hitting that foul ball. You know, try to mess the defense up a little bit and make them go more towards the foul baseline, but he just hit it right at John Reese. He made a nice running catch coming in.
It's a game of inches. Mike Crowley here, 9-4, 1 out. Man on first base. They need to get him in to make it 9-5. Ground ball to third. Picked up over there and thrown to Mack at first. Out at first. What happened here? An injury?
No, it looked like there was some feet being tangled. Russ DeLude was trying to go from first to third on the ground ball. It looked like he got tangled up with the short center.
Right. So the short center there, of course, is Brian Sr. Blackwell. Brian Sr. And either DeLude tripped into him or bumped into him. I didn't see it. But Brian Blackwell is down and he's in pain.
It looks like Russ just went down himself.
Russ went down as well. DeLude, that's 22. They probably, you know, just for a second when we're looking at the throw and they probably collided, maybe hit kneecaps. You know, God, that hurts when that happens.
Yeah, definitely. It's happened to me playing softball, basketball, and it's not a pleasurable feeling.
Okay, we'll be right back after this. A short time out for the injury at Carroll Stream. This is John Osisco explaining the last play.
We had obstruction on the guy going around second, so he's going to be awarded third base, and the man at first is out.
So 2 outs. Okay, 2 outs here, and that was a interesting obstruction play, Robbie. That happened. So actually, the Young Guns player blocked DeLude, and he was given third. So 2 outs here. There's a ball by Davis down for the hit. So here comes DeLude for run number 5. Things happening quickly here.
Yeah, it looks like he's limping a little bit. So on that collision that he had at second base, trying to get to third, it looked like it shook him up a little bit.
Now Russ DeLude scored because he was given third on the previous play. He did bump into the short center who basically blocked him, the Young Guns. There's 2 outs, so I want to remind you, it is 9-5, and here's Mick Balestri Jr. So a little life here, Rob, a little life.
If they can squeeze out 1 or 2 more runs here, it'll give them all the momentum going towards the last inning. Looks like Spoon's trying to make Mick Balestri swing at a bad pitch here.
I don't think he's going to do that. He's a pretty good player. He moves up in the box with a 3-0 count.
Try to put a little pressure on Spoon as a pitcher.
It creates a little angle of the vision, and then if it does get the strike, which you've got to have, that's got to be automatic. There's strike 2. 2 and out, 3 and 2. Obviously, the player's going to be going on the pitch. There he goes. Ground ball. The short center, throw over to first. For the third out, 9-5. We go to the bottom of the 6th. We'll be back right after this. Okay, we're back here at Carroll Stream. Let's set it up with Robbie Grassano and yours truly, George Bliss. It is 9-5, Young Guns, top of 7. Young Guns are the visiting team. Their shortstop, LZ, swings at the first pitch. And, oh, great catch in left field there for the out. Wow, a long fly and a great play out there in left field.
Unbelievable catch by Mike Crowley. He's had a great weekend.
Great defensive player.
That's probably one of the main reasons he was one of the all-stars for the Rewind team on Thursday night.
You got to have a great outfielder. You're not going to win anything, right? Because the ball's going to go there.
Outfield is one of the biggest things in 16-inch softball.
Because you can get the ball out there in a hurry.
Yes.
Here's Brian Blackwell Jr. There's a shot over the first base step for the single. He's going to go for, nope, takes a wide turn, tries to draw the throw. Boy, that kid's fast. So a single for Brian Blackwell Jr. 9-5, Dolly Parton, 9-5, 7th inning.
Baby, let's go.
Young Guns getting a little crowd over there on the first base side. They feel pretty good. Gardner Huff. There's 1-1. Wind picking up, blowing straight out now. Just strange weather here in Chicago. If he hits it hard, it's going to go over somebody's head. There's a ball to second, picked up. Throw to second for the force. So ground ball to the second baseman, flips over to the short center for a fielder's choice out.
And that keeps another run from getting in scoring position.
Sure does.
Try to keep this lead that the Young Guns have at 9-5 and give Rewind a chance in the bottom of the 7th to try and make a comeback or win the game.
Now here is their team guy, Skeet Williams, famous guy in Chicago. He's back in now. He was a starter. He's back in for the guy that took 2 shots, Munoz. So Skeet's in. Skeet started with a big triple, big monster triple to start this game. Wow, a line drive right off of Ballestri's hip, throw to first, and Skeet's got a bad hip, but my goodness, a line drive off Ballestri to the shortstop, bounce about a mile up, they threw him out.
That's a lucky bounce there, George.
Okay, we'll be going to the bottom of the 7th inning, 9-5. We'll be back right after this. Okay, we're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Score 9-5. Quickly, the first pitch, a shot to right field and caught out there by Johnny Reese. He blasted that ball.
It was Eric Panic.
Eric Panic. Eric, nice swing by Eric.
His nickname they have for him on Rewind is Stretch. He's
Stretch
about
Panic.
6'6". That's why they gave him that nickname, Stretch.
Here's Joe Duran, your buddy Joe Duran, who had a nice ball last time up. 1 out. They're down to 2 more outs, 9-5. They do push their outfield back here, Robbie. They move them back, which is a smart thing to do here.
Yeah, you don't want to give up any home runs or extra base hits here. You want to make the offense.
Yeah.
You want to make the offense work. Get 5 or 6 hits to try and tie the game up here.
9-5, 1 out. 2 more outs needed. There's a ball to right field, and Reese has got it for the 2nd out. Nice swing there, but didn't get enough elevation on it for the 2nd out.
No, the defense looked like they had an idea of what he wanted to do there, and they played him really perfectly.
They have been playing quite well, all aspects of the game, Young Guns. Here is Ryan Russ, young star outfielder. Anything can happen. I've seen it. A hit here, a hit. They do have the hammer. It's the bottom of 7th. 2 outs, 9-5. Young Guns leading Rewind. This is the 4th annual SSAA 16-inch championships. It's down to this. Ryan Russ in the box. Spoon on the mound. Crowd getting loud. There's a ball. 2 outs. Let's see what Russ can do here. He's got an unusual batting stance. Swinging that clincher bat. Wearing number 1. Oh, and he draws the walk. So Ryan Russ gets in there, rattles Spoon just a little bit, and gets the walk.
It looked like after that 2nd out, Spoon got a little anxious, thinking they were 1 out away from a championship. Threw 4 straight balls, and now all you can ask as a softball team and a player is you got your top of your order coming up to try and tie the game.
Strip about 6 hits together here, and it'll be a huge, huge game.
Anything can happen in 16-inch softball.
And it always does, too. Now, I would say the outfield is going to play medium depth here, or
Yeah, the leadoff hitter, most leadoff hitters typically don't have a lot of power, so you want to try and force them to try and hit the ball over your head and fly out.
There's a ball on the left side, foul. The push over the third baseman's head, foul. Good idea there by about 4 feet. 0-1. Ryan Russ out there at first base. If he would score, it would be 9-6. They need 4 to tie, 5 to win it. Paulie Richards, the left-handed second baseman. Ground ball, the third, bobbled at third. So an infield hit I'm going to give him. Bobbled at third. He came the other way, Robbie, with a little, down and hard shot.
Yeah, when you're lefty and you have speed, that's a great idea to do because it takes a great play by the third baseman or shortstop to catch the ball and able to throw you out at first base.
Set up, Robbie, set up number 13 for me, Doss. What he's got to do here with 2 outs.
I think in this type of situation, you got to go with your best swing.
And for him, it would be?
It's the right field line, and it's the right fielder, John Reese, is giving him a little area over there to get the ball out there.
Yeah, he's setting up. I can see he's setting up. There's the ball. The second. Nobody covering at first. So an infield single, and in comes Russ. So the ball was grabbed by the first baseman. Good play. Spoon did not cover. And he infield leg out single. So 9-6.
He was going with his ball down the right field line, and it worked in his advantage to get a hit. Rewind needs 2 or 3 more hits here to make things really different.
First and second, just to recap it here for you. Run just scored there, so it's 9-6. That was Russ that scored. 2 outs. Jason Bernard. By the way, a home run ties it. Bernard is the tying run at home plate. You always got to remember that, Robbie. There's a ball down the right field line. Way foul.
Get your best 25th. Let's go.
2 outs.
He was looking to hit the ball down the right field line there again to give himself extra bases and make that score 9-8 real fast.
Crowd tight on the sidelines now. Crowd getting bigger.
My farm team is in the 50 over.
This is softball at its best here. A beautiful Sunday night here in August. SSA A Championships. It's up to none other than Jason Bernard, the shortstop. He hits a home run now. This game is tied. 9-6. 2 outs. Grassano and Bliss in the booth. Here we go. Spoon does a hesitation. Pitches. Little deep. 1-1, Rob. Line drive to the short center, and he grabs it, and Young Guns win it. Young Guns have won it 9-6. They win the 4th annual SSA. Robbie, great game.
That was a great game all around by the Young Guns. Chase Bernard had a great line drive. It just happened to go right to the short center and ended the game. And Young Guns are our 2014 SSA A National Champions.
Robbie, thank you for sitting in. We'll see you next time.
Thank you,
This is George Bliss. We'll be out in the field with some of the victorious comments right after this short break here on the Softball Hotline. Okay, we're on the field. 9-6 is the final score as the Young Guns win the SSA Championship. Let me get Johnny Reese. Johnny, let's get him here. Let's get our guys. Good job, good job. That was a great one, wasn't it?
Beautiful game, loved it. Nothing like it. 16 softball, great, loved it.
Let's talk to the coach over here. Coach, that was a good one there, national championship
hard,
for you.
Yeah, hard, but we play hard. It's looking bad for a while, but hey, we brought it out, we pulled it out. We got the guys who could do it too. We got them, they just have to stay calm, and I thought my shortstop, my short center was hurt, and I'm glad he came out.
Well, he was hurt there, and he came back out of it to make the last out.
I'm really glad he came out of it because we needed him.
How about that big home run by your leadoff hitter? My goodness.
Yeah, right. He was superb. He was superb. All you have to do is just keep doing it. We're going to try to do it in Des Moines.
Yep. Well, good luck to the Young Guns, national champions. Let me get Johnny Reese, who I know is a great hitter. Johnny, before you take pictures real quick, congratulations.
Thank you.
Young Guns,
We finally got it. We finally got it, baby. We finally got it,
Young Guns. I'll agree with the Young Guns. All right. They're going to take some pictures here. George Bliss, the Young Guns here. screaming and yelling, taking photos out here at beautiful Carroll Stream. Spoon, great job there. Wonderful defense, and your number one hitter had a big game.
Yeah, he did. We sucked it up, came back, played a good game, had good defense, good pitching, a little good offense here and there. Scored 9 runs. That was enough to win.
Absolutely, and then a little injury out there at short center, but he came back and made that last out.
Yeah, made the last out. He got shook up a little bit, but we tried to take him out. He wouldn't come out, so we just let him stay in. He made a good play.
Go get your trophy.
All right, thank you.
That's the great Spoon, number 56, right here on the softball hotline.